am reviewing The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. It's the first Agatha Christie that I read. And I'm probably a little too late for this review because I read this like 2 years ago, but I still remember the story and I've read a few important parts again. But anyway, this is a bind-up of the first 3 Poirot novels. I've read the first 2, and I've only read a few short stories from Poirot Investigates. Okay, anyways, The Mysterious Affair at Styles is about Captain Hastings, who is our narrator, who goes to live with a few family friends as a guest. And this family is headed by Mrs. Inglethorpe, and she has 2 stepsons, John and Lawrence, from her husband's first marriage. John is married to Mary, and she has a second husband. Her first husband is dead. John and Lawrence's father is dead. So she's married again to a younger man, Alfred. And she has a caregiver named Evie, who is Alfred's cousin, but Evie and Alfred don't like each other. And Cynthia is her kind of a goddaughter or someone she took under her wing who lives there. So while Hastings is there, Mrs. Inglethorpe gets murdered, poisoned, and he enlists the help of Poirot to figure out who did it. I really loved this. I loved how they investigated the crime. I loved how Poirot sort of pieces together the evidence and how he explains certain evidence. Sometimes a bit annoying that he is a bit cryptic about the evidence and he doesn't explain properly because he's waiting till the end. So I'm like a bit annoyed, but at the same time, I love it when he explains something. And I love the mystery of guessing what he means and how it's all going to come together. And I especially love the end when he puts everything together. I loved all the twists and turns in this book. And I also like Agatha Christie's writing style. It's easy to read because she's from the 1920s to 70s, so it's not like from the 1800s where the language is a little bit harder to read. I stayed up all night just to finish it, even if I had work the next day. So I highly recommend this book for anyone who loves mystery, especially murder mysteries. And I think it's a good place to start with Agatha Christie because it's her first book and the first Poirot novel. Okay, now getting into spoilers. If you don't want any spoilers, skip to the timestamp on screen. Okay, anyways, I was surprised by the murderer because I really thought that Alfred was kind of a red herring because all the evidence pointed to him, so it couldn't have been him. Plus, Poirot kind of stops him from getting arrested earlier, and it seems like Poirot didn't think he did it. So I really thought it wouldn't be him, he was a victim. I really thought that he was eliminated as a suspect when Poirot frees him from being arrested, and I really thought someone was trying to frame him. Evie, I kind of suspected her, but Poirot also kind of makes it sound like she couldn't have been the one when Hastings says that she might be the one, and Poirot kind of consults her and like, oh, you said you would know right away who did it, like the way he confides in her, like he really believes she was someone close to Mrs. Inglethorpe and that she knows, like he's trusting her, but really, yeah, there's a twist anyway. The person I suspected the least, aside from Alfred, because I really thought that Alfred was eliminated as a suspect when Poirot stops him from getting arrested. The person I suspected the least was John. I don't know why, but I didn't suspect John. At least not any more than I suspect everyone, because he could be anyone. But I didn't suspect John. At least not that much. I was mostly suspicious of Mary and Cynthia and Lawrence and Evie, kind of. And technically Evie was one of the murderers. And I love the twist at the end where Poirot kind of reveals the person that we thought was eliminated as a suspect to be the one who did it. And also that she wasn't really poisoned from her drink and that it was a different kind of technique that was used with her medicine. So I love the twist at the end, and I love how Poirot explains it all. So I really think all murder mystery lovers should check out this book. And that's all I have to say about this book. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.